I'm sorry I didn't get my announcement out as early as usual, but I was fighting with my computer to create the thumbnail for tonight's open chat. And yeah, it kept turning itself off, the app, so I had to keep pulling it back up and doing it again, and doing it again, and doing it again, and Mother of God. This is why me and technology aren't pals. This is why we're not pals. Even though I have a degree in graphic arts, I don't get to use it because it's like cheapo apps I get because I can't afford freaking Adobe products. Yeah, so sorry about that. I'm sorry I didn't get that out as early as usual. So, hello everyone. It's been an eventful week, right? Right? So, let's start on something other than, the usual, right? So, sad note. That bastard Eric Schmidt won his Senate seat, in spite of massively, epically failing the survivors of Agape boarding school. He simply kicked the can down the road until somebody else had to do the job for him. So yeah, now that bastard's in Washington talking about he'll stand up for families in Missouri. Yeah, like that went well for the Agape survivors, right? Yeah. So he won his Senate seat, and now we have one more pushover for the freaking mega crowd in Senate saying he's defending Missouri. Please kill me. Oh, it gets better. So our governor now has control over the National Guard out here. I'm going to say that again because this is how fucked we are in my state. The Trump ass-kicking little puppet sitting in the governor's mansion right now in my state has control of the National Guard. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? When I tell you the Christian conglomerate, the mega churches, have all the power out here, I mean, they have all the power out here. They will give these guys whatever the hell they want as long as they pass on their bogus evangelical bullshit. Now, this GOP freaking Trump puppet from hell has control of the Missouri National Guard. So, that happened. I'm still in shock. I'm still in absolute shock. I cannot understand how the people of this state can watch these individuals fail all over the place. Fail the children out here in Missouri, especially at Agape, and not only still get elected, but can get control of the state National Guard. Someone please kill me. It's getting worse out here, folks. If you are a person who lives out in Missouri who can rub two brain cells together, but because you can and you have a label, you can't earn enough to get the hell out of the state, we're just boned. We're boned. I don't even want to know what's going to happen from here. I don't even want to know. So that's happened. And since then, there's been no updates on Agape. We don't know who's going to be taking over the case now from Eric Schmidt. I'm hoping by some accident and fluke, we might end up with somebody who's actually competent at his job. So that happened, right? And then what did we have earlier in the week? Well, your guys' weekend, my week. we had the whole Fenty show, right? And for those of you who've seen the Ambi stand say, we stand for victims, this old Fenty show showed it to be bullshit. They don't stand for victims. They attacked Rihanna all over the place. And not just her stands, but fucking major media outlets started attacking her. Calling her an abuse apologist, some questioning what happened to her. It was insane. It was Britney Spears all over again, but like 1,000 times worse. Now we know what happened to her. We all saw that. Those of us who were alive, we saw the photos. It was everywhere. So these folks, no, they don't stand with victims. But let's go ahead and read through here because I got to talk about the bright side because, God, I fucking have to. Hello, Sean. Hello, Merrick. Hello, Chairman. If anybody wants to jump on, the link is pinned up there. So just so you know, it is pinned up there if you want to join. So we had that happen. We watched her get attacked, but we got a flip side. Okay, so back in the early 2000s, Merrick, when Rihanna was dating Chris Brown, he beat the hell out of her. Like, there are photos from the media where she had real black eyes and a split lip, and it was bad. It was really bad. And because she brought JD Johnny onto her fashion show and gave him a spot as a celebrity spot, everybody has collectively lost their shit. Collectively lost their shit. So she brought JD on to her project for her most recent fashion show. They had it on Amazon Prime. He had got a 40-second moment where he was, I believe it was one of her pairs of male pajamas that they have on their website. And these people went in and attacked her. One person even said now they understand why Chris Brown did what he did. Yeah, it got that nasty. I've said it in one of my videos, folks. These people aren't our friends. These are not disability rights allies. These are people who are performance activists. They only give a shit about things that might give them social media clout because it's the only taste of fame they're ever going to have. They're not allies. They're not our friends. They don't give two shits about us or the kids at Agape or kids at the Judge Rotenberg Center. What we go every single day, the ABA bullshit, they don't care. These are not our friends. I know I say that a lot, but God, there's some in the disability community that I really want to just get through their heads. These people. Yeah. And the fact that they're comparing photos. I mean, yes. You have to. Because they're in it for them. I don't even believe these little girls actually give that much of a shit about Miss AH. I actually don't. But they're doing it because they have seen that the media will play into it. They'll pick up their tweets, they'll run their little tweets out into their newspapers because nobody can bother to be an actual, real investigative journalist these days. Don't get me started on that. It's a sad state of affairs when these are the faces now that people use for advocates. You're not going to see someone out there like people who do the real work. I'm talking like people out there like Lydia Brown, like Shane Neumeyer, like Ari Newman, these people who are actually out there putting in the work, doing the investigations, digging up the evidence, putting the facts out. And they get overshadowed by stupid performance activists who wouldn't know how to do any real true activism or dealing with politics. If I drew a map and used small words, I'm just saying, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. It's not activism when you're just backing one fucking person. And when confronted with that fact by people like me who have actually been in the trenches for years, decades, about what about these situations? Or you try to bring up real situations like what happened to the girls at Circle of Hope, or you try to bring up what happens at Agape or at the JRC. And my God, all of you guys know, all of us do it over on Autistic Twitter. How many times have we sent out viral threads full of information, evidence, court documents, and tagged every single news media outlet out there for how many years? And we get nothing. Then you have these little 16-year-olds, right? And they're all just stand for EH. Yeah. I'm a little bitter. We have people going through horrendous human rights violations, people being tortured in our own backyard. You have advocates who've been working on this decades. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. We're tired. We're real tired. The fact that we have to compete with that. Not to change the subject, Sean B says, but did you hear the latest news about Disney and Pirates? They apparently canceled the Margot Robbie Pirates movie. I wonder now if they want Johnny back. I don't know. I think they may just finally let it go. Because they don't ever like to admit that they are wrong. As far as letting the Margot Robbie movie go, I'm glad they did. I didn't see a whole lot of interest for it. Hey, Miss Tawny. Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of interest in a Margot Robbie Pirates movie. There wasn't a whole lot of buzz about it, and they fielded that out for years. 6 years. And no, nobody was biting. So I'm not surprised they decided to go ahead and can it. But yeah, I did see that. Like during my last break of the day. I'm not surprised. And by the way, folks, if you think the massive success of JD being a part of Riri's show, Rihanna's show, didn't have an impact, it did. Big time. And companies are watching this shit. Companies, like politicians, don't really care about all the outrages. They want to know what's going to bring in votes and what's going to bring in money. And if he's still bringing in the bank, if the possible rewards far exceed the possible risk, what do you think these companies are going to do? Yeah. Companies, unlike a lot of these people think, companies aren't moral. They're a business. They care about what will perpetuate more business and commerce. And if bringing him on board is pretty much the equivalent of writing a blank check, yeah, you see where I'm going with there, right? And yes, my neurodiverse ass is happy to see him basically once again break the internet during a time when I wasn't on the phones. See, I can handle that. I can handle the internet being broken when I'm not having to try to work my job. Don't get me started on when he jumped on Discord. I was down half the day. And they kept telling me, well, keep cleaning cache and cookies and all that. Keep doing it. I couldn't get in until the last 2 hours of the day. So at least when the Fenty site went down, it was already when I was off the phones. And it was up and running in the morning. I had like a small snafu, but yeah. I broke the internet with a flood for a scammer. Oh my God. Just don't break my internet, Aspie-chan. Like, I have my internet. This is my eyeball onto the outside world because I work from home. And the few times that I'm not working like a dog, I'm usually out with my mom or something along those lines. So, like, please don't break my internet. Be kind to Tiffany's internet, for the love of God. Hi, Miss Gina.
Hello, Princess. Are you all right, my darling?
Princess. This week.
You one of them days?
Yeah, and I know I went on a rant, but literally, real advocates who put in the real work working on real horrific human rights violations are being overshadowed by these little girls. And we have to compete with them to get the attention of major news outlets to help remind them we're still being tortured.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. I've just had a close punch up myself.
It gets me pissed off because we're gonna listen to these 16-year-old girls who don't know their head from their ass yet.
Yep.
We're gonna spread them as news, but we're not gonna listen to the advocates who've been around for years, who are trying desperately, tagging these companies in the thousands of us, saying, hey, real victims over here, real victims still suffering. Hello.
Yeah, breathe. They're not pretty, and they're not photogenic, and they're not, whatever fucking buzzword you want to use. It's not going to get them votes, is it? Because these are children, and the advocates are adults now. They're too boring now. We'll put them on one side. This youth-obsessed culture will kill us all.
Well, performance activism, too. If you're just standing up for one person because you think they're pretty, that's not an activist.
No. I
That's
nearly got.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
Nearly got into a fist fight tonight to change subject.
Oh God, what happened?
Right. Well, he didn't get out of the car, but if he had, I'd have just lamped him. I'm just not in a good mood. I'm in pain. I've had my last fight, what I thought was my last fight at night, gone to bed, and somebody's parked across my drive. Now, my drive has a dropped curb for ease of access. It is an offence to park across. I were only 30 seconds. I don't care if you were 3 seconds. Move your fucking ass. Nasty.
And
I need that access. You know?
Yeah, I went bitching on that. I don't know if you saw the video, like my day before last, when people are sitting there on a rail ramp for people with wheelchairs made for them, not for us, but they'll sit there and tell them to wait. I want to finish my conversation. And like, excuse you, this is not your ramp.
Yeah, but this is it. I mean, the thing is, the kid who's picking up his next door's daughter's boyfriend, fully physically able to walk a couple more feet to get to the fucking car door. You know? And I'll pay for that walk now because adrenaline took me out, but I'm going to pay for that now. No, it's like,
yeah, I get it.
On. But yeah, you don't have to be, forget being disabled. I mean, why do we need special concessions, right?
Yeah. And then they want to act like we're such terrible burdens. Like, have you all met you?
Yeah.
I deal in customer service. These people are the most high maintenance, fucking helpless individuals I've come across. They are no prize.
The sense of entitlement's horrendous.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Well, one day you'll join us, and then you'll get to know what it feels like. And in karma,
I can't wait for a lot of these people to get old. Won't wish illness on them a disability, but I can't wait. Even if it's for just 1 week, they have to sit in a wheelchair and just get a fraction of how we feel sometimes. You know? Just a fraction. It's all right, yeah. I've got my head right on now. It's right up my ass right now.
Yeah, I can't take it. You can't sit there and tell me that these people are the voice for all women. The hell they are.
Yeah, I've got my own voice, thanks. It's loud enough. It doesn't need any volume control. I mean, I did go off at him and I shouldn't have done, but I'm just so tired of having this conversation for the last 11 years. And it gets worse and worse because people say, oh, I can park it. I'm only going to be here 30 seconds. I don't care if you're going to be there 3 seconds. Move your fucking ass. You know?
I'm saying, why do we have to make all the accommodations?
Yeah.
I've asked this since I've been in my 20s. We have to bend over backwards. Bend over backwards. We have to, you know what we have to do if we're autistic. We have to change literally our entire personality and every single little thing about us.
Can you tone it down a bit? Because you know me, Tiffany. I like a lot of people on the spectrum. I have no filter. None. And I get called, you're brutal, you're nasty, you're this, you're that. No, I'm just honest and you just don't like it. You know?
No, they call us rude. Like, no, honey, I don't deal in bullshit. I'm not gonna, like, blow smoke up your ass and tell you it smells like roses.
Yeah. If you want it sugar-coated, fuck off to Cadbury's. You know? Don't come knocking on my door. Don't eat it, man. I tell you.
Like my mom would say, if you're looking for sympathy, you're coming to the wrong place.
Yeah. I had a chest infection I can't get to lift, and I steroids. Probably a bit of roid rage tonight.
I get that. No, Paul understands that. He's had a few times where he's had to take steroids to heal because it kicks in his adrenal healing factor.
Yeah.
And just stay away from his general roomy living area. Just like a good safe about maybe 5 miles.
These are only corticosteroids as well, not anabolic. So it's like, oh. As you can hear, it won't go. It's been a pain in the ass.
Derek brought this up. The accommodation thingy reminds me of my favorite quote. If Jordan or another basketball player was to play with a goddamn 8-year-old, who would tone down the skill, Jordan or the kid? Exactly.
Yeah, we don't ask for much even.
Hold on, Aspie Chan. I'll get that for you. I'm still talking, Miss Gina. I gotta grab
go, baby, go.
The cat has yawns for us, apparently. You got yawns? You sleepy kitty?
I'm a cat.
Like what? What? I don't want to move and do stuff. That causes effort. There we go. I do indeed have a favorite knife, Aspie Chan. It's this one, y'all. It's my dagger. I keep that in my purse ever since that weird guy showed up on my doorstep at 2 a.m. in the morning. So I have that with me when I go out to the gas station to grab my powdered donuts or something when I first get up in the morning. Because, yeah, that was creepy.
That's some weird buggers in the world.
I don't know. It's just getting worse.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Like, I don't know if you heard me say it, but my mega puppet, make a great again puppet, Trump puppet that runs my fucking state, the general, my governor, has control of our National Guard. Our National Guard.
Is he gone now?
No, he's still there. They voted him back in. They gave him power over the National Guard over this most recent election.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Get me out of here, because an outspoken autistic girl like me, I'm target number 1.
Is there a safe state? I mean, let's face it. No one's safe for us.
Maybe we need the crowd fund. Go buy an island right next to Johnny's. We'll just like, hey, we're your autistic neighbors.
Throw us a coconut, JD.
Carry on as you were. We're just going to read and hyper-focus on shit.
Oh, God. People.
Start our own nation somewhere, just us disabled folks. Well, how would you function? You need us to function. Not really.
No, we don't. Probably function a damn sight better than them.
Each disabled person has different strengths. Those of us who have the physical strength can pitch in for where that's needed.
My third son, my second autistic, is strong as a fucking ox. You know, sometimes outside clubs they have those sleepers that are dropped into a hole. Railway sleepers that are just dropped into a hole for a barrier. So, have you ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
Well, in England, they sometimes use half railway sleeper and drop it into a metal hole, like a peg, and then they use it as a barrier. to stop people ramming building. You can imagine half a railway sleeper. It's quite heavy. So the security guard picked this thing up. We're on holiday. We're to a holiday camp. Picked this thing up. You could see he was straining, but he picked this half thing up, and my autistic son Joe went, got one hand round one side, one hand round the other, went pop. You mean like that?
I get you. And hey, Speak Chan, I get you. I have my own faith, obviously. This is a Saint medal. St. Augustine. I'm pretty sure he was autistic. If you ever read any of his books, you'll find out why. He was about as blunt as a brick through a window, too.
Yeah, it's what we need.
I have my own religious beliefs, of course.
Yeah, I'm quite religious, but I won't force it on anyone else.
But these churches do. How much control and money that they have over these governments. It's insane. And
I think Scientology might be going down Swanee, though.
I fucking hope so.
Because Leah Remini's found out about police corruption back in old Miss Scavenge up, haven't they? Oops.
It's not going to look too good on Tom Cruise either.
No, who cares about that little dweeb? I don't like him. I've never liked him.
I only liked him in one movie, and that was Interview with the Vampire. That was it. It's the only thing I've seen that he did half a decent job in.
The problem is now he's been set up as the next Messiah, hasn't he, by Miss Scavenge? In a way. So,
yeah.
Says jump, they ask how high.
And those are also the bastards, like, sitting there. They're down on us autistics. Like, if your mother just would have took this, like, I will jump 6 ways down your throat. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
I would tear that boy a brand new ass. That's if my mom didn't reach him first. Pseudoscience mixed with religion is what Scientology is.
Well, even L. Ron Hubbard himself, he says you don't write science fiction, you start a religion if you want to make money. So
it's a racket, and it's batshit if you listen to these beliefs. Like, I watched Rimini's special that she had on Netflix. I would love to get someone like that to expose the JRC. I really would, because it's just as much as a rabbit hole.
These things are, aren't they? It's how they justify themselves.
It's the same shit. Like,
yeah.
I'm going over Matthew Israel right now. His excuses, his bullshit, his victim blaming. I might as well be listening to AH on one of those audios. It's the same shit.
Yeah, it's fucking blame the victim 101. Darvo 101.
Oh my God, Merrick. You and the internet. Another good quote. Religion's like a penis. It's nice to have it. It's good to be proud of it, but keep it out of my face, please, or I'll punch you in it. Yeah.
People.
People suck. Us older autistics, especially. You got some young autistics who will go along with people like AH stands, but women, like, don't think for a second these people are your allies. They're not.
No.
They are using you. But you just dated. You're damn right. I've already been you.
Yeah. So it's just fucking... But, Fancy website shut down again.
Fancy website shut down? Which one?
Fenty. Rihanna's.
Oh, it's down again.
Yeah. How's that cancelling Johnny Depp going again?
I doubt he comes to see this channel. But just in case on the offhand fluke he does, through the links of one of the bigger channels like Stevie or one of them. Dude, thank you for waiting to break the internet until after I was off work. Can we keep it that way? Can we keep it that way? You can break the internet, but let's wait until poor Miss lives paycheck to paycheck, gets off the phones.
Yeah. But have you noticed, good news about Johnny, everything like Dior sales will be up, Fenty sales will be up.
Oh, and no, like I said, businesses aren't moral. These are not churches. They're not going to cater to the mob if catering to the mob is going to cost them money. Because at the end of the day, the House of Mouse, Fenty, all these name brands, all these movie studios, what they want to know is, can he still bring in the money? And the answer has been resoundingly yes.
Yeah. But I mean, why has Rihanna got in this in her show, Sex a Survivor, to recognize the survivor?
Yeah, that little girl went through hell.
Yeah.
God, little girl, I'm sorry. She's a couple years younger than me. God. I've been on the phones too long.
Yeah.
I get on and call everybody hun, particularly when I'm most frustrated with them. No, hun, stop. Listen to me. As you know, it was a long day of nothing but that.
Well,
but if it's out of stock, what does that mean?
That means you can't have it.
The fuck you think it means?
And you've got to be so polite, aren't you? You're like,
Like, if I ever win, like, $1 million, they will know it. Because I will take that phone call, and that will be the words out of my mouth. What the fuck do you think it means?
I want you to win the lottery now. I so want you to, and I want you to film the last call you do.
You'd be like, and I need you to film it for posterity.
Absolutely. And this is it. I want that last call filmed if you ever win. That'll be such an amazing rant. Everybody in the world, whoever manned the phone, will go, I love this woman.
Like, they would all of a sudden, vicariously live through me.
Yeah.
Just like,
I want to be her. Please let me do the lottery. Be her.
They're like, finally, I got to have my moment.
Yeah.
Because unlike Paul, I can't get away with saying stuff like that. He, however, can tell a freaking drill sergeant, I need you to shut up so I can do my damn job, sir. And he gets away with it.
Well, what does he do?
So this is when he was working USAA project, and this man's pissed, rant and raving. And I want to know what the fuck you're going to do about it. And I want to speak to a manager right now. Paul be like, oh, I need to get you pulled up. No, manager. I need to get you pulled up, sir. No, are you refusing to allow me to speak with a manager? No, I'm trying to get you to allow me to do my damn job, sir. Yeah, he gets away with that. I try that
shit. You're supposed to be delicate and feminine.
I'm about me delicate, right?
Yeah, I'm as delicate as a bull elephant.
I told it one of your stories, Paul.
Which one?
About how the guy was not allowing you to pull him up on the phone. And then you finally say, are you refusing to allow me to speak with a manager? No, sir. I want you to allow me to do my damn job.
Yep. I don't put up with no shit.
Yeah, but if I did that, I'd be fired.
But things have changed. You've got to be, people are so delicate. Oh, it hurt my feelings.
Oh my God, what the hell happened? My God, Gen X didn't give a fuck about shit. Nothing hurt our feelings. Like,
And I'm like,
there was not a
God,
whole lot of shock factor left.
no. And people said to me, oh, God, isn't that shocking? I go, no.
People are offended over the word cunt. Like, somebody would have walked up to me back today and called me fucking cunt. I would just flip them off. There we go. Everything's fine.
I don't like the word. I find it offensive, but that's a personal thing. But you call me twat, bitch, cow, anything. Yeah, whatever. And now you say, oh, your hair's a bit short, isn't it, love? And they go, oh, she said it was offensive.
It's horrible. Oh my God.
I'm going to sue you for troll.
There's my autistic, ancient, well, soon to be ancient ass just sit there like, what the fuck?
Oh, you know, it's like, please, you're kidding me.
Like when Bomi was talking about how people will throw up a fit, roll up into a ball, and fucking scream like a 3-year-old. He did that back in 2015, 2016. The kid that does that show.
And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It just... I know you shouldn't say this to a man, but the whole fucking world right now needs to grow a pair. Either
grow up, for the love of God. When the hell did we all turn 5 dealing with our first bully?
You know, grow either a pair of testicles or chesticles. You know.
And how they tell them to deal with bullying. Take it to the teacher. Take it to the teacher. I was told to punch my bully in the fucking throat.
Yeah. Oh, right out. And have you noticed, Tiffany, it's the offended that's got to make accommodation and be the better person than the offender. You know?
Exactly.
I don't want to be accommodated. They're being a twat. Tell them to fuck off.
Exactly, Merrick. It's like the least offended bitches and bastards out there are those of us that have, neuro differences. We're kind of the last leg of Gen X, and even that is dying.
Yeah.
Like, how do I tell these autist girls coming up here that these girls aren't your friends? They are not your allies. They do not care about you. They are using you.
Yeah.
And they get offended, and you're just a horrible misogynist. No, I'm telling you how it is.
Yeah.
That was my mom's and my stepdad's solution. Oh, they're bullying you. What? Wait for them to throw the first punch. Yeah. And then kick the shit out of them. Like Paul's mom was the same way. Her lesson about bully was, you don't start the fight, but I better hear that you finished it.
And I were in a fight at Street when I was in my early teens. Come on, my blouse were torn and split lip. And my mum was like, if you don't go out and kick their ass, I'm going to kick yours. So I did.
It's what you do. You know?
Not allowed to these days. My God, I'd be up in court for fucking assault. Even though they assaulted me first,
And my God, especially if you got a disability, develop a thick skin early, because it's only going downhill.
My buddy,
yes.
Everybody messed with Isaac.
That's because he would stab people.
Yes.
Like, literally, Doc was bullying him. He goes up, he raises his hand, and then goes to sharpen a pencil, does it for a good 10 minutes. Got to make it have the perfect point. Goes back, sits back down, kid starts bullying him again. He then slams the pencil into the guy's leg and then breaks it off.
Like a boss. That's my buddy Isaac.
He collects us. Yeah.
Isaac was so autistic he couldn't even dress himself, but you did not bully Isaac. He did not fuck around.
Are you on Spectrum, Paul?
No, he's what we call schizotypal.
Yep.
Oh, right, okay.
Basically,
I'm
neurodiverse.
so he and his sister are basically, you know what they call us autistics? Non-feeling, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Not to be rude, and I know Paul doesn't take offense, that's actually them.
Yeah.
They're the human calculators. They don't.
Come on. I thought that were Rain Man. I thought we were all brilliant with maths. I'm not.
Like,
Shit at it.
even their emotions are different from ours.
If we were asked to negotiate a hostage situation, we would first request an audit of the individuals that were being held hostage to determine their worth as to whether or not they were even worth negotiating for.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me. No.
And here's Merrick here. Scare your bullies by using your cousin's pit bull. Enjoy her. Aw, the sweet killing machine.
Well, my kids, my youngest daughter told me frightened of dogs, and she went, I'm coming round to the idea of a dog. I said, well, not while we've still got cats. She went, no. I said, but if we're having a dog, we're having a Doberman. You know,
I'm sorry, but if I feel threatened, I'm going to unleash the tiny cat of murder.
But somebody says to me, a Doberman, what are you frightened of? I said, we a Doberman, not a fucking thing.
Yeah, but you don't understand. That tiny, tiny cat, that adorable tiny cat, once bit through Paul's artery in his wrist when he scared her once.
She clipped 2 of my arteries. I was giggling like a fiend. I was impressed.
Oh, yeah, they're very sharp. But you can't direct them. The thing is with a Doberman, it can keep running.
It came in the room laughing my ass off, dripping blood all over the place.
That's usual.
We're going to say, we're dripping again, Paul. I'm saying no, man.
My internet keeps cutting out. I hear you, Sean B. I know. We don't know if there's going to be a blizzard tomorrow. We don't know if it's going to suddenly jump back up to 80 degrees. It's Missouri and it's drunk.
Go back home, Missouri. You're drunk.
And while you're at it, like, we would like to start the fund of us and all our friends need to get the hell out of this state before it gets worse. And it was already worse.
Yeah. So, is there a state in the US that's disabled friendly even?
There's really nowhere in the world that's disabled friendly, but if I could, like, have a way for transportation, but, like, be out in the fucking middle of nowhere where all I was surrounded by are people who are not horrible jokes of human beings.
I want to go to the Irish countryside where everybody sounds like they're drunk and it's cloudy and cold.
Yeah,
people.
I like you've seen Crock of Gold. I could see Paul's the kind of person that would probably bond with Shane immediately. Just out of sheer orneriness. It's the orneriness.
I'm not remotely interested in Shane MacGowan. I mean, he's a friend of Johnny's, absolutely fabulous, and they've got a super bromance going on there. Awesome. Love Victoria Mary. I think she rocks. But I'm not a fan. So, but that's me. But I would never ever call him because obviously a lot of people like him and think he's amazing and all this. So, you do you know.
I get you. My favorite bromance, though, if we're going to talk about bromances, Sir Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart.
Sir Pat Stew can do no wrong. He's from my home county.
Like, that's my favorite. This is my bromance right there. Every time, like, during the Pride Parade, when you got Patrick Stewart out there in that colorful shirt with maracas walking the parade for Ian McKellen, like,
so, yeah, he's from a place called Murfield, which is about 50 minutes, an hour away from me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not far at all. He's in West Yorkshire, I think, as I'm in South Yorkshire. So he's a Yorkshireman, is Sir Pat Stew. total rocking dude. Somebody said something about him the other day, and I'm like, excuse me. As far as I'm concerned, the man can walk on water. Go fuck yourselves.
And he loves his cat. I've heard stories about how much he loves his cat.
Yeah, he loves dogs as well. He adopts them. He fosters them, you know. He fosters dogs as well.
My other favorite bromance is an old-time one. It was Groucho Marx and Mae West.
Oh, God. They were a match made in hell, darling.
That's what made them awesome. That was the stuff of legends. That is the kind of bromance songs will be written about. I want a bromance.
Oh, dear me.
I mean, you can't have a bromance with your mom. I mean, it's kind of like one.
Kind of. Let's face it, your mom's kick-ass.
Yeah. She's where I get my take no shit like demeanor.
Can't think, I'm going to say I can't think that why people think that about you, Tiffany, at all, love.
I was told by HP last time that I reminded him of when Faye Dunaway in Mommy Dearest when she said, "Don't fuck with me, fellas." And like, I just radiate that aura. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I got older. I got a lot less sensitive, a lot more blunt, and a hell of a lot more mouthy.
Yeah. I'm too tired to take anybody else's crap now. I'm just too old. I'm just got to that age where it's like, fuck off.
That's why I don't mind calling these media and these little girls out who are overshadowing everyone else who's actually gone through shit.
Yeah.
Like,
they get on your nerves.
Like, for God's sake, what is it gonna take? Am I gonna have to find an autistic who's been through shit who looks like a supermodel? Is that what it's gonna take?
Yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous.
Well,
I mean, you know what gets me as well? I've noticed this as well. The blonder, the whiter, the prettier they are, the more news they get.
Well, here's the thing, though. You have Paris Hilton, right? Went through horrific shit in that school.
Yeah.
And she's out there advocating with the rest of us, helping us write bills, actually advocating out on the streets with the rest of us.
Yeah.
And it still gets no traction. How does that even work?
Not interested in people with disabilities. We should shut up with the dregs and the crumbs because that's all we're worth. You know, people's attitude and entitlement is fucking off the scale.
We'll always stand by you if you're pretty. Well, I'm pretty.
Yeah.
You still do nothing.
Yeah.
We got a lot of us who are pretty. We've got some of us that are old and tired and exhausted and just done.
Yeah. I mean, it's the future generations I worry for if we don't get a handle on this. I mean, really.
Like, I don't know. I got exhausted when I was still in middle school. It's sad that was actually a thing. It's not, and it wasn't near as bad back then as it is now.
Yeah, now it's wow.
Like that one dude who came on there and says, nobody cares about the agape. Take the loss, loser. I'm like, these are real kids being sodomized, raped, and abused. And say, take the loss, cope. I'll give you cope.
I don't get it. It boggles my mind, Tiffany. If I was in law enforcement and I knew this was going on, that place would be swatted in a heartbeat. It would be overrun by police.
And we all know, like, if one of your sons was forced into a place like the JRC and you found out what was going on,
yeah,
there wouldn't be a building left.
Brick by brick, I would literally tear the fucking thing down brick by brick. Any mother worth the salt would. Any parent worth the salt Any parent worth half the salt.
And the parents who don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
They drink the damn Kool-Aid. We all know it.
Oh, shit, that's a drabby.
Eric, we stand by you. Always when I hear that, I'm just waiting for the but, until, unless, and other bullshit. Even when they just leave it there, they don't. They just think their words is good enough because that's what Twitter has taught them. These kids don't even know. Like, they say shit about boomers. They say shit with their open mouths, and I'm sorry, but they don't know shit. Those boomers that they're going, okay, whatever, stood in front of guns.
Yeah.
Went toe-to-toe with the police. Getting smoke bombs thrown at them. Getting beat up by batons. Getting shot at. There was no Twitter. It was door to door. It was flyers. It was gatherings. It was busing people. It was hitchhiking. Back in the day.
Mm.
And they want to act like all of a sudden that they're now better than that generation because they send a tweet. These people need a little dose of reality.
Need to get out and touch some grass, I think. And not the stuff they smoke.
Right? Like, those boomers, they didn't just talk the talk.
Mm.
I mean, you and I, we've seen the videos, we've seen the footage.
Yeah.
Like, the kind of balls it takes to stand toe-to-toe with the fucking cops with guns fully cocked and ready to fire.
Mm.
Oh, but they're a hero because they support Amber and they sent a hit tweet and were featured in the news.
God almighty. I mean, I remember heroes were just that heroic. I mean, there are places a year before I was born, they're still talking about it as I grow up, in Wales called Aberfan. Now, behind the school was a slag heap of all the waste coal out of the mine, and it was wet and loose. And it slid down and buried the school.
Yeah, Tawny, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about the 60s, and when they talk down about boomers, like, okay, boomer, I'm like, you don't have half the bravery they did.
Yeah, and like I said, the people in Aberfan were digging with their hands to try and rescue these children.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Trust me, if somebody said, oh, look, I'll send a tweet, that they'd have had the phone shoved right up their ass at that point. You know, these people digging with their bare hands through coal and muck and wetness to try and get to those kids.
Oh, yeah.
28 kids died. And it's a small village, so that were like an entire generation.
Then you have places like Adapt. And once again, who's leading the charge but us kids with disabilities?
Yeah.
Out there doing what they call peaceful civil disobedience.
Mm.
Chaining their wheelchairs to walls in the Senate building.
Yeah.
Doing the, like, remember they were the folks who used to lay in front of buses until they finally initiated ramps. That's Adapt. They were doing the same thing trying to stop the JRC. They did a video on Vice about it some years back.
But it's all cover up. Oh, how much money will that cost me to cover up?
Cover up everything.
Yeah.
Facts, and this is what kills me. When facts and evidence don't matter, because I heard fuck your feelings.
Yeah.
Fuck your feelings. I don't give a shit about what the verdict made you feel. Did it follow the evidence? Yes. Case closed. What the hell is this shit?
Yeah.
People
That
are
sounds it.
submitting their own realities. They're submitting their own bullshit fantasies for reality. And that's just a recipe for, like, basically the whole society to fall.
Yeah, civilization's going to collapse. I hope I'm not alive to see it. You know, it'd be absolutely
Yeah, I
terrible.
hope I'm long dead, but I have a feeling I just might not be.
I don't know. Bloody nightmare, man.
Yeah, that's
Chairman, hello, buddy.
Chairman's got it, and that's pretty much everyone with a disability. We have to learn to adapt or die. We don't get a choice. We're not making millions of dollars. Some of us are. Some of us are like Anthony Hopkins and Johnny, which I'm sorry, but thrilled for the both of them.
Yeah.
Like,
What's Anthony Hopkins' condition?
yeah, Anthony Hopkins is autistic like us.
All right. Oh, sorry. I always liked him, funnily enough, even though not his acting, just so much about him. That's probably why. You tend to know your own, don't you?
Yep. And he has openly done interviews and has mentioned the fact that he is, and he doesn't do much social interaction. He just deals with his family. He doesn't have friends, and he's not looking for friends. He's so blunt. I love him.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins don't take no shit.
Like, I will defend that man. Like, if somebody tries to pull shit with that man, I will throw down.
Yeah.
Like, you leave my successful neurodiverse folks the hell alone. They had to go through hell to get there.
Yeah.
Okay. JRC got a threat from yours truly to cease her involvement in torture disabled people or end up in a deadly situation. Well, karma's a bitch. Can I say? Couldn't happen to a better person, right? I got that way as I got older. I became very vindictive.
Who makes you like that?
I got a very vindictive dark streak. And it's just because I've been stabbed in the back so many times.
Yeah, probably not room in our backs for any more knives, to be fair.
Yeah, no. At this point, no. Aw, but the kitty hasn't. Kitty's safe. Yeah. Even with family members who've now since long ago have made up for it, but still.
Yeah.
Roommates.
Saying the other day, honestly, I was talking about this on another channel. Somebody said, oh, you know, sometimes you go give people second chances. And I went, nah. Giving someone second chance is like giving them a bullet for the gun because they missed you with the first one. You know?
I give second chances to those who are willing to meet up to their mistakes, accept them, you know?
You see, I don't anymore because people say, oh, yeah, I'm really sorry. And then, you know, I'm older than you see. Chairman!
Hey, Chairman! Good to see you. He says hi. Do you say hi? He says kind of.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested in the table. Interested in the table? You don't want your spot? Come on, you want to say hi to Chairman? You want to come say hi's?
Grandma cat!
He's like, okay. What do you say hi? You hear me?
No. Oh, they love that under the chin, don't they? That is just
At the same time, Mommy put me down and did get my chin.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not a cat thing at all.
He's like, I like to be where I can stand.
Yeah.
And now I'm just going to flop right here.
Yep, there you go. All right.
Oh, we've got some here. I sent a pediatric dentist who traumatized me as a kid, a death threat, and a pic of his house.
No,
Wow.
You shouldn't do that, Aspie. Sending death threats is, you know, just gets you into trouble.
I can't say shit. Remember, I'm the same chick that told my stepbrother who was doing horrific shit to me that he had the fault. Like, he's laughing, you can't do anything. I looked him dead in the eye and I did this, like, you have to go to sleep sometime, don't you, motherfucker?
Yeah, that's fine if it's personal, but don't set yourself on fire to keep the bastards warm. You know, I speak you to look after you, because you're important, right? Just, you know, keep it personal and fresh by all means, but don't get law enforcement involved, because they won't take your side, unfortunately, no matter what. You know, because they don't give a shit. They don't care enough, let's face it.
Oh, yeah, Merrick, open hatred. So, dentists refuse to serve me for my disability. So, yeah, backwards nation, open hatred. Love it. No fakes to be paranoid about. That's that bizarre thing. When they're openly hostile, at least you know where they stand.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, these little girls, oh my God, I hate this shit. Pick me girl. I've never been a pick me girl in my goddamn life. I never wanted to be picked for shit.
Oh, dear.
Like, what in the name of God makes you think I do any of this shit because I care that anyone notices me? I would prefer not to be noticed, but unfortunately, yeah, I kind of decided my own fate years ago, and now I just have to live with it. But yeah, you've seen it online. I'm sure you have. You just to pick me. You just want him to notice you.
Nope, not really.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's like
I've got other stuff going on.
I'm 55 years old. I'm too old for that kind of crap. Right's right and wrong's wrong. And if you're on the wrong, I'm going to let you know about it. You know?
Sure. It would be great to, that's fine. But it has nothing to do with why I do anything that I do. I want to not make myself seen. I want to make victims like him, victims like Andre McCollins and Jennifer Masumba. I want them to be seen, them to be heard. If I can help in that process, that makes me a happy person. I am not the point here. It's not about me. That's what these little girls don't understand.
Yeah, they're doing it for shits and giggles.
It's not about me.
Yeah, which is great till somebody giggles and shits. Like Amber did on the bed.
These girls wouldn't know how to be selfless even if the opportunity presented itself in the most easiest manner possible.
They've got to learn to spell it first, Tiff.
Oh my God, these journalists. It's not just the crap they write, it's how poorly they write it.
It was forced on me the 3 R's when I was at school. Reading, writing, arithmetic. You know? I look at some of the copy and I'm thinking, did you even go to bloody school?
You're putting articles through with misspelled words, bad grammar, run-on sentences, improper punctuation. Like, oh my God, how did you pass high school English?
Yeah, I did pass infant school English.
Jesus Christ, and these are supposed to be our investigative journalists.
God help us.
I remember when investigative journalists actually investigated shit.
Yeah, and got shot and kicked about for doing so.
Some are dead.
Yeah.
But no, I'm an investigative journalist. I retweeted a tweet thread. What?
I just can't even.
You've got YouTubers, you've got me, you've got Tug, you've got some of us out there who are doing deep dives. Not a single one of us has a journalism degree.
Gemma, can I get some more water?
Okay, gentlemen.
Thanks. I'm talking to my aide, sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
sorry, bud.
Sorry. I'm talking to my aide.
That's all right. Hi, book chairman's aide. I'm sure she works hard.
Thank you, Jim.
I'm sure. Yay, water.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean there with that, Gina. Like, not a single one of us who've been doing these deep dives are people who went to school for journalism.
No.
I didn't. I went for graphic arts, thank you. That's how I knew AH's photos were bullshit.
And Tug got a psychology background, therapist
My
background.
aide is a guy, by the way.
Sorry, chairman's aide. He's working
Yeah.
really hard.
Oh, Aspie Chan.
Yeah, if my insurance would get paid on time.
How are you?
Who's not being paid on time, chairman?
My aide.
Who's supposed to be paying him?
My insurances.
Oh, they want to
They're
kick up
so
backside
damn
then, don't they?
backlogged. It's not even funny how backlogged that they are.
At least
don't have
your
enough
insurance
people.
covered that shit. Out in my state, no, we're fucked.
Yeah.
I
We're
have
lucky
three.
if we can get it to pay for like going to the dentist.
I have 3 insurances. Let's see. I have Tricare for life. No, wait. I have Tricare for life. VA insurance through my father being a Medicare.
Mm.
And if one doesn't pay for something, the other one should pick it up. Hopefully,
Yeah.
but not recently.
Oh, you kind of got quiet.
I got
It's frozen.
a bill for doing an A1C test for your. I got a bill for an A1C test for your blood sugar. It was $900
That's ridiculous.
just to check my A1C. I was like, "Are you shitting me? $900?" And you put the little blood drop in a little machine, and 5 minutes later, it tells me if I have diabetes or not.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Aspie, darling. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just $900. $900
Yeah.
fucking dollars. Fucking.
Not
Excuse my French.
Sounds about right.
$945 actually.
You know how much it would cost you in the UK, chairman?
Huh.
Nothing.
Of course, yes, right.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Of course, the place I went to for 2 weeks. Now I'm stuck here in Missouri.
Yeah.
Who would have
Yeah,
wondered
the
how
US
that's
of A is a great place to stay. Come on over, guys. Yeah, right. Give me a break.
We have pretty places. I mean, I guess we have some aesthetically pretty places. It's ran by a bunch of morons.
I'm
Yeah,
not saying that they're
that's the
packaged.
problem. That's the
Yeah.
big problem. It's run by
Yeah.
idiots.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Because it's free, our service for disabled people is a bit shit. You know, it's really shit. But what there is of it is free. How much would an ambulance ride be for you, chairman?
About $1,000.
Free.
Huh. Yeah, it's between 1,000 to about 1,500, depending on how far the ambulance had to go to come get me.
Oh yeah, don't even start on how much freaking ambulances cost.
My mother had a massive heart attack. 6.5 days in a coma in intensive care. Cost? Nothing.
Hell yeah.
See, if I could move there, I would, but I'm perennially
So would I. So would I. So would I.
I
Where's
mean, I
this
buy a big
at?
house, you can come and...
UK.
The UK,
Oh,
United
yes.
Kingdom.
The UK or Canada, probably.
It's
I
I
don't have
would-
enough to get to Canada. I don't even have enough to move into a different apartment in my own city.
Damn, that's not good.
Hey, I'm trying to get a new PS.
Paycheck to paycheck because nobody
Or-
wants to hire somebody who's known to be a loud
Yeah.
autistic.
Sorry, Chad, I'm going, buddy.
They want
Are you
$500 for it.
in Missouri, Tiffany?
Yeah, I'm out here. I don't care. Dox me. I don't give a shit. Miss Ambi Stans, who I know troll the channel on occasion, do it. I don't give a shit. I'm out here in Springfield. And Springfield is one of those cities where there's literally a church on every goddamn corner everywhere you turn. And it's ran by these churches. These mega churches bring in thousands of millions of dollars every year, and they pay for their politicians, and people like me get screwed. And I don't get hired because I'm known throughout the state and, well, really throughout the country for people that were in my general age group when I got started for being a loudmouth autistic that used to go out after the local businesses whenever they started treating us like shit and started like throwing the law around. So nobody's ever going to hire me for my degree. I'm stuck at call center jockey stuff.
Hey, Tiffany.
Hmm.
The plant that I work at, Start Trust, I think they got a plant in Missouri. They pay pretty damn good. If you want, just go to
I don't
starttrust.com.
do physical labor. I can't do. I have constant spasms in my legs.
Oh, you could work in the office, I bet.
And
They
that
have
would be
office-
difficult.
office
And it would also
positions.
be transportation too. I can't drive.
Oh, that really sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. So my options are limited. I got to be anywhere I can get to on the bus. I can only work certain hours or there's no way for me to get home.
That's
Oh, I'm so glad I drive.
At least I work from home. I mean, Wayfair does
Yeah.
take care of me pretty well. It's just the cost of everything keeps going up, 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 up.
Yeah, it's not your wages that are a problem, it's the cost
yeah,
of
that's
food.
The cost of
cost of living.
Tiffany.
Period.
Yeah.
It's the
Tiffany.
cost of breathing.
Yeah, don't-
Period.
Hey, Tiffany.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't feel bad about not driving. I'm almost 20, don't got my license yet.
Yeah, I'm pushing 40.
I didn't get mine till I was 39, Tiff.
Yeah, I started to
I'm-
learn how to drive, and I had my permit and everything, and
I'm
then the leg spasm started.
45 and I don't have my license either.
Yeah, but you could get a car adapted
Yeah.
if you like for hand driving, you know.
Hey,
I
Tiffany.
wish.
Yeah, you can get them adapted for controlling the speed with the hands and the brakes.
Got something to show you.
Issue is my arms will spasm if the weather gets bad enough. My
Put it away,
fingers.
Mr. Chan, you little toad.
What the? What is that?
That is
Oh,
a
I don't
knife.
like
That's
weapons.
Is that,
That is my
a karambit? No, that's not a karambit.
that's my K-Bar
I
TDI.
thought. Oh, K-bar. Nice.
Oh, hey, Jenny's here. Hey,
Hi,
Jenny.
And I
Jenny,
like to have
honey.
my belt everywhere.
Yeah, I got my dagger years ago. It
Mhm.
looks like it's just a medieval prop, but it's actually sharp and made out of solid steel.
You ever cut yourself with it by accident, Tiffany?
I've never cut myself. I have cut through very solid plastic.
Yeah, I was a medieval reenactor for a while, so I'm used to swords and stuff, but I just still don't like daggers. I don't know why.
The only thing they call medieval reenactments out here is Ren fairs.
Yeah, we have proper dress up sword slashers, authentic camps, the whole thing over here.
The jousts. Yeah. We only have one, and it's out in Kansas City, and I've only been once.
Much better over here, much more authentic.
Well, obviously, like in the Middle Ages, this place was ran by their native citizens.
You're supposed to own that, Aspie.
Is that a flare gun?
Taser. I got this. This is what I used to troll the JRC on the phone. I tell them, I bet you want to do this to me for what I did to your fax machine. Then I do. Like that. Scare the shit out of them.
You're gonna
mad.
Oh, shit, man.
I'm like, I bet you want to shock me for doing this to your phones, but you can't.
Yeah, Jen wanted to tell you that apparently that knife is illegal in Canada.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised to stream up.
Oh, yeah. A lot of things are illegal in Canada.
He's apparently not allowed to carry anything that for self-defense. Not even mace.
No, we're not allowed to carry anything over here. Even our cops aren't routinely armed. We have got armed cops, but no, they're not routinely armed.
That's one of the only good things I can say about Missouri. We are a right-to-carry state.
Yeah.
Same with Ohio. We can carry pretty much anything.
Then there's my mom. She likes to do overkill. She carries around an AK-47 in the back of her car.
What?
I go overkill too. I carry like 20 knives on me everywhere I go.
Please remind me never to piss off your mother today.
Like, right? She's like, here, hold on a second. I need to go to the back seat. We're going to have a conversation. Like,
she carries an AK-47. Well, they are cheap, so. They are cheap.
She's got ammunition
How much
for
would
it.
it cost to buy one of them then?
Around
it's about
$500.
It's what?
Here in Virginia, it's about $100.
$100.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a good quality one, $200, $300.
Well, you're talking to someone that can fix a gun up and make it work. So you give me a piece of shit, and I'll make it out to be $1 million gun.
Possibly other drugs eventually. Yeah, they're making everything illegal in Canada, and I think everybody's sending their churches to over here. Like, please stop. We had enough already.
Yeah, we don't need any more.
Is, give American churches and all neurodiverse can move to Canada.
And then not be able to carry or have any of my weapons or my swords.
Yeah, no thanks. I'll stay in America and keep all my weapons. They cost too damn much to get rid of.
You ever try to sell one of those actually made by a blacksmith swords?
Never a sword, no, but a knife.
Yeah, people can't afford that shit. My mom's not going to buy it.
I could go pick up a broadsword, a medieval broadsword for about $100.
Even the knife that I carry now, most people couldn't afford very easily.
Yeah.
That knife there is illegal in Virginia.
Yeah.
Because of what you just did.
Yeah.
That's illegal most everywhere.
Just because of that feature. Just because it's a.
Just because it butterflies out like that?
It's a switchblade.
Yep.
Yeah, they're damned illegal over here as well.
Yep. Push knives.
Can you not?
Push knife and switchblades are illegal here.
I got those. I got one of these too, actually.
Push knife.
I'm getting a bit disturbed, love.
Yeah, all right, well, Gina, we'll talk to you later. You have a good night,
All right, see you later.
Yeah. You can own one, but you can't carry them. You can own a switchblade and a push knife here, but you cannot carry them on your person.
What's the point of having them?
In Ohio,
for a collector, I guess.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I have like way more swords than I probably should have, but I don't care. I like them. This is like stuff I would buy back when I had money. Merrick says, under shogunate, the highest command of martial society made samurais were spoiler, the only ones allowed to carry arms. I knew that. Did know that. Even though trying to find anything on anything not Western culture out here, like, God, you might as well fork out the money and get the books yourselves like I've had to, because you're not going to find them in the libraries. But anyways, guys, it is getting a little bit late, and I've done nothing like back-to-back calls all week. Not just one day, but all week. So I need to kind of detox from that. I do appreciate everyone coming out for tonight. I hope you guys have a good night, all right?
All right.
I hope you all have a good one. See you later.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.